Hey folks, so what do you actually get for the grand total of £11 in online auctions these days? Well, two broken GTX 650s is apparently the answer. What we've got here is one MSI branded 650, which is a messed up cooler, but the GPU, at least under light loads, is looking like it might be okay, and the second with a GPU which is sketchy at best, but a fan that seems to work like a charm. But for just over 10 quid, if we could maybe Frankenstein together the working pieces of each and get a usable GPU, it might make someone's budget gaming rig very happy. So starting things off with the MSI card. The fan has at one point lost a blade. Now I'm sure many of you is going to have had this happen to you, and initially it's not really that big of a deal. The problem lies with the imbalance and gradual wobble of the fan, which is going to wear away the plastic mountings, causing more wobble, and you're eventually going to reach the point like this card where the fans is going to be wobbling so much it's going to be hitting the heatsink and causing all sorts of clatters and noises that are generally unhealthy for any PC system. And with this card, with the fans stuttering and stopping pretty frequently, the card eventually thermal throttles and the system suspends. Being a lower tiered card, however, it throws in an extra additional problem. The low cost fan, instead of being a separate shroud with removable fans, the whole shroud and fan comes as one whole assembly. Replacing the fan here is not a simple case of finding a replacement fan on eBay or AliExpress, but it requires you to find someone selling the exact same card for spare parts. Which brings us nicely onto this Palit card, where we've got no display out on the monitor, but we've got a working fan. Now, most, if not all, GTX 650s are built on the same PCB design. There's often very little benefit to having a custom PCB card at the lower end, and both the MSI card and the Palit one features the same hole spacing for mounting a heatsink and cooler. So let's do a little bit of cleaning with our old friend isopropyl alcohol and a couple of Q-tips and see if we can get a fully functional card out of these two. With the replacement heatsink and fan onto the MSI board and a nice dollop of fresh thermal paste on top of the GPU, it was time to throw the card into the test rig and boot it up. The latest driver's installed without a hitch, and although the smaller fan, it's a bit of a screamer on idle, the temperature did hover around 27 degrees, which is not too shabby at all. Breaking in gently with a few runs through the Tomb Raider 2013 benchmark, seen us hitting the GPU with 100% load in areas, and the temperature stayed well below 70 degrees. It was a similar story with the more demanding Call of Duty World War II, 100% load in the GPU, and reasonable temperatures. But to sign things off and get ready for the real benchmarking, we'll run through the 3D Mark Firestrike stress test. Now the GTX 650, it's not really a card which was designed for such a heavy test like Firestrike, and indeed before the new cooler was on, it would crash within a few seconds of the test starting. But after a good clean, new thermal paste and a new heatsink and fan, the card completed the test, with the little fan being audible but surprisingly not maxing out at its top speed. So with a good amount of burn-in time completed, the card stable and so far completely usable, I think it's going to be a good place to sign off this video. Another junker card transformed into one that's now fit for somebody's budget gaming rig. I'll be testing this card out soon to see how it compares with the older Fermi based GTX 560 and AMD's cheap and cheerful HD 7770. So that's it for me folks, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, as well as hit that little bell icon, and I'll see you all in the comment section down below and in the next video.